Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our launch of our 1 Million Turtles community conservation program. We're really glad that you all can join us today, and we're going to have hopefully a really fun time talking about turtles. Really glad that everybody could make it today. Can we go to the next slide, please? Thank you. Just to start off with, we just have a couple of housekeeping things to discuss. First of all, we are going to have a Q&A session at the end of the session, or the end of the presentation. So if you have any questions as we go, please type them into the Q&A box. You should see it if you hover your mouse cursor at the bottom of the screen. We will answer a selection of those questions with our panel at the end of the webinar. If your question doesn't get chosen, don't worry. We will be posting as many answers to those questions as possible on our website and also on our Facebook page after we're finished. Next, please. So to start off, I just want to introduce Jason Wilson, who's a Gamilaroi and Uwillaroi man. He's going to do our welcome to country today. So please take it away, Jason.
Thanks, James. Is that the next slide up? Okay, it's the next slide. Next slide. Yes, acknowledgement of our ancestors. We would like to pay our respects to and acknowledge the ancestral owners of the land and the ancestral, as they call Australia their home. We also would like to pay respect to the elders, both past, present and emerging, of these ancestors, and extend the respect to the other ancestors present. I've got a photo there of my country, old school, stitched together. That's Burraguman or Narran Lakes. It's called a number of words. Darawa is one, and Gigorodine. It's all a great place of reverence, and I dare say there'd be a lot of turtles in amongst that. But 11 to 12 years ago, there was an opportunity for a number of Aboriginal people down on the southern part of the basin to put together what was the definition of what cultural flows are, and they are a water entitlement that are legally and beneficially owned by Indigenous nations and are of sufficient and adequate quantity to improve the spiritual, cultural, environmental, social and economic conditions of Indigenous nations. This is our inherent right. So that's also a part of it, I'd like to believe, a part of the ethos that Aboriginal people have in trying to reclaim a place, a foothold back into the water debate, and so central to that is the humble turtle. And again, it's embedded in our water resource planning, cultural flows. Next slide. So I'm going to attempt, I won't read the right-hand side of it. You can go through that, but I'm going to, it's important to have language. When you talk about giving welcomes, it's really important to express your own language. So when I say Uwillaroi, which I am a very proud Gamilaroi and Uwillaroi man from New South Wales, Queensland, up on that border, it's important to express language when you're conveying the message to other traditional owners, and it's a nice way to open it. So, Yamaganu, hello everybody. Gid Uwillaroi, Ngala, Ngalai, Maran, Nawalai, Winangalana. I acknowledge the Uwillaroi people who are the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet. Gid, Wayama, Winangalana, Ngini, Maran. We pay our respects to elders both past and present. Nyendalu, Yilara, Winangalana, Ngini, and further extend the respect to others here today. Yilalu, Yilagiyu, Dagay, Marai, Uwillaroi, Daima, Ngalai. So this land, this was and always will be Uwillaroi land, long time, now and always. That's the time of Burugu, which is the dreaming. We embrace the spirits of reconciliation, the two-way learning, the capacity building of water literacy to close the gap, working towards equality and an equal voice for ancestral nations and its people. We endeavour to bridge that gap and recognise that the land and water on which Western science work and can proudly say always was and always will be ancestral land. We actively enjoy our wetlands. We love eating our wetlands. They are still here and they need a voice. Together, we are that voice. We'll continue to enjoy it into the future. And go the humble turtle. Thank you. Yane.